Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. From the title, you can tell this is The Road Home. Ty has some tough decisions to make when Jack leaves him literally at a crossroad, which doesn't sound good. So it sounds like Jack and Ty are going to have some sort of fight, and Ty's going to have to consider things. Obviously, he's going to stick around, or if he leaves, he'll come back. You know, he and Amy, of course, kind of broke up, which pissed me off because I was like, dude, you can't just break up at the first sign of a fight. You know, if she's really worth it to you, which she is, then you stick around and you fight. You work through your differences. You know, the man I'm with, we've been together 21 years. We had a bit of a rough patch. We did consider breaking up, but we pushed through it because we both wanted it to work. You know, and that was about 4 or 5 years in or so, you know? So, yeah, it was something that we felt was worth hanging on to and fighting for. And personally, today I think people just end things way too fast, you know? First time of a fight, boom, they're gone. And I've never thought that that was really fair or right. Because, you know, then they move on and they meet someone else, and it's like, that's great. But what if the person that you broke up with, say, a few years ago, what if that really was the person you were supposed to be with? Even if you move on with someone else, and maybe it's correct, maybe it's not. Maybe they are meant to break up because it was the wrong person. But what if, you know, you meet someone, you fall in love, you marry, and then you divorce? It's like, well, maybe that person you were with before, maybe that was the right person, and you were scared and let them go. I mean, who knows? But obviously, Amy and Ty will patch things up, and it will be all good and all happy. And so I am definitely looking forward. This, of course, means I have 6 episodes left, so by the end of today, I'll have 3 episodes left, and then I'll be done with season 4. And, you know, every time I get done with a season, I get happy, because I'm like, yay, another season done. But then I think about with something like Heartland and how many more seasons I have to go, and it's kind of like, ugh. If I stay on track, I think by the end of this year, 2022, I should be, I think, done with season 10. It'll be season 9 or season 10. If I stay on track, you know, and film this like film at least 1 season a month. As of right now, it takes me about 3 weeks to film a season, but I may see if I can knock that out to 2 weeks, and then I can get more out. But regardless of that, I should ideally be through like season 10 probably by like the end of the year, which is my hope, and then of course finish up next year. You will see this obviously whenever it posts, but obviously these are going to continue to post for a while, probably into 2024, if not beyond. But hey, you know what? That just means there's more Heartland love out there. And of course 2024 might be when season 16 comes on Netflix. So it'd kind of be fitting to kind of finish up, get around the end of what's already recorded, and then add season 16, you know? So anyways, let's get started. You two will be back together. Don't take it down. Don't take it down. Don't take it. Amy, you're gonna get back with him. Amy.
Thanks for meeting with me, Amy.
No problem.
I've been selling horses to the police
I
department.
just thought if I turned him away, it would be unprofessional.
No, what's unprofessional is making promises you can't keep.
Very true.
Maybe if you had Ty and Caleb here, but you're alone.
Taking a long drive through the prairies.
Okay, I get it. We really don't have to go.
No, I want to.
Oh, well, isn't this a surprise?
I'm gonna ask for help.
No, I'm not busy today. I'll be right over.
All right, I'm ready to go.
Oh no. He gave her that painting. It was a gift. As Dean said, it's a gift, and keep those.
Hey, Chase. Thanks for coming.
How to get rid of Soraya.
Hey.
It's not what you think, Ty. You were the one who edited it, you idiot.
Where should we set up?
I was thinking maybe in the back fence.
That sounds good.
Come on, let's get started.
That's my line. Let's get started.
Hancock's mare had her foaled this morning. It was a difficult labor. Could have used your help.
Yeah.
I forgot, Scott. This is the third time in a row.
Things are sort of complicated right now, and
Whose fault is
I'm
that?
sure hate to lose you, Ty, but I need somebody I can rely on.
Yeah, whose fault is that, Ty, that things were complicated? Why are you just letting everything go to pot?
All right, so a couple more steps. There. You ready?
At least he's back. That's a good thing.
No.
You have to take mat
I
leave.
just assumed that you'd be taking a year off from the dude ranch after the baby was born.
I might take a few weeks off, but okay, now I'm gonna screwdriver.
I think you have to take some time off, Lou, for your body to recover. I still wish he had
Oh, Jack. Oh,
Lou would stay
sorry
still.
about that.
Scott, what's the rush?
I'm late for a call. Just can't seem to keep up.
Well, at least business is good.
Yeah, sure is. Ty sure picked a hell of a day not to show up, though. Quitting.
So this is why Jack's gonna leave him at a crossroads.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Make it, to force him to make a decision.
Talk to you later.
And Soraya, of course, heard it.
Hey, Jack.
They're fired.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We got prepared for anything.
I hope those old rooms are empty.
If they can't handle a little bit of fire, they got no business being police horses.
Those better be empty, otherwise kablooey. Hi, Jack. Nice to see you
see
too.
you too, Jack.
And Soraya seems to think you're not going to school, either.
You had a few weeks.
What about your classes?
I don't know, okay? I don't want to be here anymore.
What, you just gonna move away?
Maybe. I'm going to stay here till Taylor has to get back from the honeymoon. And then,
Oh yeah, good. They went on another honeymoon.
I don't know. I just need some time to think. My business.
He cares about you. Oh, come on, sweetie.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Come on, baby, you gotta push harder than that.
Don't be afraid.
Well, I'm not gonna force him, all right? These things take time.
A road trip?
Oh, I do think I
joking,
remember
right?
that he had a.
Does it look like I'm joking?
Where'd you get the bike?
I borrowed it. Now, come on, get your stuff.
Okay, I was wrong.
No, I'm
You
not
didn't have
going
to
anywhere.
He's trying. He's doing what he can.
What do you want from me, Jack?
I want to know what happened to the guy who used to live up in my lot.
Amy and I broke up.
So,
And we're not getting back together.
how do you know?
Yeah, well, we're not talking about Amy here, we're talking about you.
Well, I don't want to talk about me, so maybe you should just go.
Oh, I've got all day. If we're not gonna go on our little road trip, well, I'm just hanging over here with you. You got any food? I am starving. Maybe you could whip us up a couple of grilled cheese, that'd be good. Put on some music. Hey, do you think Caleb's got any Dolly Parton? I love Dolly. I could listen to her all day.
He's doing this on purpose. Sometimes I think Jack is a psychiatrist, you know?
So it looks like we have 3 couples checking in, and the Davidsons are bringing breakfast.
Yes.
Like I said, I hope that we see like a Thanksgiving episode from them. I think that'd be fun.
You know, there's one more thing. I was thinking a lot about our discussion yesterday about me running the dude ranch after I have the baby. And I want you to know that I'm gonna make it work, so you don't have to worry.
I had an idea. Why don't we bring Soraya in full-time next summer, and then you just have more flexibility with your dates?
Yeah.
Right, but I don't see how we can afford Soraya full-time. I mean, we can hardly.
What I'm talking about.
Lisa, that's not, Lisa.
Just because she doesn't have kids,
It's all right, I'll see you later.
that's the reason why she can tell you that, because she doesn't have kids, so she can see it from a different perspective. Child's free right here.
Legend.
Come on, Legend. You can do it.
Come on.
I love how Jack follows the bike. His methods are definitely unconventional.
All right. Well, these two are doing real good. I think we should take them for a walk by the highway.
I'm offering you the chance to move back into the loft.
You brought me all the way out here to ask if I'll let through.
I'll be moving on.
Why would I do that?
Because I just spent the last 3 years watching you get your life together. I'm not about to watch you throw it all away. I can't and I won't. You got overnight to think about it. If you don't show up at the ranch by tomorrow morning,
So,
And we know, of course, that Ty will come back. He'll probably ride for a little bit and then decide, yeah, I just hope he has like most of his stuff, because if there is anything special, because obviously he had a backpack, and so it kind of makes you wonder like what type of stuff he would take, probably like water and stuff if they're out riding bikes. But I'm thinking, I hope that you have all of your stuff, because if Caleb and Ashley come back and some of your stuff is there, how are they gonna get it to you, In a situation like that, you could always watch him. I mean, like if that was me, I probably would turn around, if I was deciding that I was gonna leave, I'd turn around and go back, get the rest of my stuff, the rest of the stuff that was left behind, and then shove off onto the open road. And maybe it was all there in his backpack since he didn't have much, but I definitely liked what Jack had to say. I watched you for 3 years get your life together. I'm not about to watch you throw it away. And he's exactly right. And it's because, as Tim said in the last season, you love him, He loves Ty. Ty is like a son or a grandson to him. So yeah, it hurts him watching Ty be stupid like this, which is why he made that offer. And he didn't say anything about like getting back with Amy. He was just saying move back into the loft, go back to school, and go back to working with Scott. That's all he said. If Ty wanted to be there and hang out, and he and Amy hang out again as friends, then they can do that. Otherwise, but he was giving him an offer, and hell, it probably means Ty would still be living there like rent-free, so how would that be about?
Soraya and I, we're going to a movie later.
We know, obviously, that's why it's called the road home.
No,
because
thank you, though.
Heartland is his home.
Why, you got other plans?
If somehow he's not
I just
back
read-
by the end of this episode, he will be, of course, next episode. Sometimes they do drag things out for an episode or two.
For your information,
I am so done with the moping.
Right.
Good. You come out with us too.
Maybe you should check with Soraya first. Soraya might like the idea of a date. He'd have to go back anyways to get his truck. He is gonna shove off. Puppies. Oh, there's no. They left him in a bag. Poor things. Here comes his vet training. them to Scott now. Some asshole leaving them in a pillowcase. Get them to Scott now.
What?
You look amazing. Got a date?
No. Just going to the movies with Soraya and Chase.
And Chase?
Yeah.
Cautious. Good. Got the puppies. Locked, of course. I mean, this is where his veterinary training is gonna come in handy. Call Scott. No, he's got a key. No. Ty, you're gonna get in so much trouble. Okay, why the hell doesn't he just look up that doctor's name and call him and say I have an emergency? But that would probably come in.
Thanks. Where's Soraya?
Sure, I can't make it, actually.
What happened?
Convenient.
About studying for a test. Looks like it's just the two of us.
Aww. But what is this? See, Ty? Here we go.
Who the hell are you?
As I said, the vet's name was on the door. And maybe, back then they had flip phones, so I don't necessarily know if they had smartphones. But still, I think back then they still might have had phone booths. And if nothing else, he could have run into the building next door, asked for a phone book, looked up her number, called and said, I have an emergency situation. I found 2 puppies, you know. Any good vet would come in because they care about the animals. You know, our veterinarian has weird hours. She's open Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And then, of course, she says if your cat has a true emergency, you're welcome to phone her at home. So, you know, obviously a true emergency, like, you know, they're convulsing, or obviously we know what true emergencies are. You know, then at that point, you're welcome to call her at home. So if it was a Wednesday, which is a day that she's not there, but you had a true emergency, yeah, you can call her and probably meet her at the office, or even on a weekend or something, because that's what a vet does. It's like she may have these office hours, but like any good vet, she's gonna be available on call for emergency cases. And this would definitely qualify as an emergency case. And even though he broke in, I think the vet is gonna be impressed with him, you know. And like I said, now he's putting his vet training to work. So here, you know, he's acting like, oh, I don't want to do it. And it's like, really? You're doing a good job right now. You're going to save these puppies.
Hey, look, I found these guys on the side of the road. Well, what are you doing?
Take a look at the puppies.
Fine. But you see this? It's pepper spray. If you make one wrong move, I will use it. Do you understand?
Okay. Fair enough.
Just say you're a vet student. Be like, I'm not here to steal from you. I'm a vet student.
I'm gonna need antibiotics, and I'm gonna need another set of hands. You're it.
Congratulations, Ty.
Hi. Hi.
Lisa, I feel terrible about what I said earlier.
Good, you should.
Don't. It's fine.
Nothing wrong with being child-free. Look at the babies.
So if these guys survive, what people are waiting for there, and a 3-year-old who somehow managed to lock himself inside the bathroom.
Sorry.
Not his fault. He brought puppies. That's more important.
I hope I don't regret this. I'm gonna make you a deal. You don't have anywhere to stay, right? So, you might as well. Good night, Ty.
Good night.
Or it could be a
Good luck.
psycho who cares for animals. Possible.
I had fun tonight.
Me too.
That was that fun, really.
Yeah.
Ever notice when we're working, it doesn't even feel like work?
Ty? You're not, are you?
I think I need to start over. Made a lot of mistakes.
No, you always do this. Whenever things get hard, you just run away.
You're the one who put my stuff in a box like you wanted me to go away.
What was I supposed to do? I was just trying to move on. I thought it would make it easier.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I just, you never know what's gonna happen, right? And it's just.
I don't know what to say.
Well, think about it and give me a call when you've decided.
Your coffee's getting cold.
Yeah.
Back up into time.
I'm just, thinking about all the work that needs to be done before we get here.
So you haven't been standing here all morning waiting for Ty to come home?
Is it that obvious?
If you hadn't done that, Jack, you wouldn't have found the puppies. Again, if he hadn't done that, Ty wouldn't have found the puppies. So, regardless of what happens, Ty saved 2 lives. Breaks my heart that that one puppy didn't make it. But, you know, he still saved those other 2 puppies. And yeah, he should not have broken in, and I'm sure she probably did an inventory to make sure that, nothing was missing. She mentioned about him staying there, and I'm thinking, what was he gonna do about food? Because that would have been my question, I would have been like, is there some place around here where I can grab a bite to eat? Have something delivered, maybe? And, maybe he didn't feel like he needed to eat, but I thought that's kind of a major detail, I would think. Having food, being able to eat, Especially since he was feeding the puppies. Like I said, it's sad that that one couldn't make it. And she said he was the runt. It did seem, though, that she was kind of neutral about it. Like, oh, we can't save him all, he was the runt. I'm like, okay, yeah, you're a vet, it's your job. But at the same time, that should really affect you. Because your job as a vet is to try to protect and save all the animals. But maybe after so long, you do get a bit desensitized to it. Riding along on that motorcycle.
I never meant. I didn't know that. It's real.
Saw that coming. I bet it's beautiful there in the fall. I can see all the pumpkins around and everything.
Hey. Hi.
She's starting to show.
Lisa, Peter and I wanted to ask you something.
Okay.
Look, I know. Well, there's nothing that I would love more.
Good.
Thank you.
So I hope you don't feel right about Chase. I can't believe I thought it would be a good idea to work with him. He's just a total jerk.
Yeah.
What happened?
Wow,
I do like that brick
girl
coat
at the
she's
Chase got tired. Not only that, I got a really weird call from Ty last night. Lou, he said he's moving away and he's not coming back.
Now that you're the godmother, don't go thinking you have to spend gobs of money on baby kids.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Come here. There's something you should see.
He kind of ran to the window there.
Jack said I could move back into the loft.
I thought you were leaving town.
Changed my mind.
Good.
Oh. So how is this gonna work? You and I living on the same ranch.
You'll figure it out.
I don't know, I mean, I could find another place in town if it's easier.
Oh. Wow. I know it looks scary.
Come on, baby.
Come on.
You can do it.
You're okay.
You can do it. Good boy. Good boy.
So, you all settled in?
Yeah, just keeping my end of the bargain.
I got my job back with Scott, too.
Good.
Good. You're on.
We like to go in motorcycling with them.
That is it. We're done?
Yes, we're done. That's perfect.
So she's doing Chase's technique with the fire, which is a valid point. You know, police horses are going to have to go. Good boy, Legend! Good boy, Legend. You know, Chase did make a good point when he said, excuse me, swallowed some spit. Chase did make a good point when he said, you know, the police horses have to be able to kind of go through fire and stuff like that. He's right. You know, these horses do need to be trained a certain way, and for those who ride them, they probably do send them through a rigorous process. I mean, the horses are still skittish, so yeah, you will have times when the horses are skittish. But, you know, like the cops in New York who ride the horses like around Central Park and stuff, granted they have blinders on, but those horses really don't seem to be afraid of anything because they're around people, they're around traffic, you know, loud noises happen, they don't spook. So, you know, obviously they can be trained. So in that sense, Chase was right. So I shouldn't necessarily, you know, ignore what he said, which is what she's doing. I think she agreed with that point. And I'm sure she could also look up, you know, like how to train a police horse. And of course, Legend is going to be a legend and come through it now. So Ty, of course, called that doctor and said thanks but no thanks, and then called Scott. Because I think he realized that, yeah, he enjoyed helping those puppies, even though he lost one. You know, when he called Amy, obviously he was sad. He's like, you know, I can't even keep a puppy alive. And it's like, but you kept the other two alive, you know. And I like how the vet did kind of end up trusting him a bit. You know, he's like, I'm not a psycho. And she's like, I know psychos don't rescue puppies. And I'm like, well, some psychos might. Some psychos might hate humans but have a soft spot for animals. You never know. I mean, given the way people are in today's world, I wouldn't blame them if they would prefer animals to people. I do. So thank you for joining me for this reaction, episode 13 of Heartland, season 4. 5 episodes to go until I'm done with the season. I'll start the next one here in a few minutes. I think I'm gonna probably grab some water and everything and then keep going, barreling through. You know, like I said, I love this show. I fell in love with it from the first episode. But at the same time, I can also say, oh man, I got a lot to go. But I'm excited to see where it does take us, you know. I know that me and Ty get married. I know they have a kid. I know that Lou's baby is going to be born, you know. I know, unfortunately, at some point that Caleb and Ashley get divorced, that he marries someone else. There's so much more to go. I mean, when I get to season 5, it's like basically like 10 seasons left, and there's gonna be a lot that happens in those 10 seasons. And, you know, I'm looking forward to that. So, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. If you're watching this on Rumble, head over to YouTube to view this here, but change your VPN, as this is blocked in the US, Australia, and New Zealand. So change it over to the UK or something. Please follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Follow me on Patreon. I'd love to be able to get some support over there. You'll see I have 4 different levels. But if you can't afford a monthly subscription, but you want to do a one-time donation, my link to buy me a coffee should be in the description as well. So go ahead and click on that. I'd love to be able to go get a coffee on you. Shout out to my editor, Captain Factory. Thank you so much for all your hard work on editing these videos. Her link is also in the description. You can check her out for your editing needs, or just shoot her a message, tell her what an awesome job she's doing. I'll see you next time. Bye.